She texted me at 6:00 p.m. Sharp on our 3-year anniversary emergency meeting. Rain check. I knew her location tag didn't lie, so I just replied, I understand. That night, I sent our $5,000 Screaming Eagle Cabernet to their penthouse with a note, enjoy the spill of secrets. She texted me at 6 o'clock sharp on our 3-year anniversary. Honey, I'm so sorry. Liam Carter just called an emergency meeting. Rain check. I knew exactly where she was. The location tag on her phone didn't lie. So I replied, I understand. Then I pulled up the delivery app. That bottle of Screaming Eagle Cabernet we'd been saving, the one worth $5,000, meant for toasting our future. I entered Liam's penthouse address downtown, added a note to Chloe and Liam. May this vintage pair better than we ever did. Enjoy the spill of secrets. Ethan. Hit send. The order confirmed with a soft chime. Game on. My name is Ethan Hayes. I'm the founder and CEO of Nexus AI, a startup that's been turning heads in Austin's tech scene for the past few years. We build predictive algorithms that help companies spot market shifts before they happen. It's the kind of work that keeps you up at night, but in the best way. Chloe Vance was my partner in every sense, or so I thought. She's an influencer with 250,000 followers, all hanging on her every post about luxury travel and empowered living. We met at a tech mixer 2 years ago. She was there promoting some app for wellness retreats. I was pitching Nexus to a room full of skeptics. We clicked instantly. The power couple everyone envied. Dinners at rooftop spots overlooking Lady Bird Lake. Weekends hiking Barton Creek, talking about building empires together. She pushed me to dream bigger. I gave her stability in a world of fleeting likes and sponsorships. Our penthouse was our fortress. Floor-to-ceiling windows with views of the city skyline. Minimalist furniture, smart lights that adjusted to our moods. It was more than a home. It was proof we'd made it. That bottle of Screaming Eagle Cabernet. We'd bought it on a whim during a Napa trip last summer. $5,000 for a single vintage from 1997. The sommelier called it liquid history. Chloe laughed, said it was our toast to the future. To us conquering the world, Ethan, one sip at a time. I remember her eyes lighting up as we uncorked a cheaper bottle that night in the hotel. This is just practice, she whispered. The Eagles for when we're unstoppable. We sealed it with a kiss. I filed that away as one of our milestones. Untouchable, but looking back, the cracks were there. Subtle at first, like hairline fractures in glass. I'd catch her on late-night calls, voice low, pacing the balcony. No, it's fine. Yeah, I can handle it. She'd brush it off as brand deals. I nodded, trusted her. Then there were the weekends. She'd vanish for content shoots that stretched into overnighters. Texts like clockwork, stuck at the studio, babe. Miss you. I'd check the geotags on her stories. Always a coffee shop or gym downtown. Convenient alibis. And the wardrobe shifts. Designer bags appearing from gifted collabs. A necklace I didn't recognize, delicate gold chain with a shark pendant. She said it was from a fan. I smiled, but something nagged. Sharks don't gift jewelry, Liam Carter. The name alone made my jaw tighten. He's the managing director at Apex Ventures, a cutthroat VC firm that's poached 2 of my top engineers in the last year. We crossed paths at industry events. Always that smug grin like he knew something I didn't. Last spring at SXSW, he cornered me by the bar. Ethan, right, Nexus is cute. But let's be real, AI's a shark tank. You need teeth to survive. He clinked his glass against mine, eyes cold. Chloe was there laughing at his jokes a little too long. I chalked it up to networking. A month later, rumors swirled. Apex was sniffing around my funding round, whispering doubts to investors. Nexus lacks vision, they said. Liam's playbook. Undermine quietly, strike hard. I started documenting it all. Not obsessively, just methodically. Screenshots of her stories, timestamps on calls, a shared calendar she thought I didn't sync. Patterns emerged, but I pushed them down. Love makes you blind, or so they say. Our 3-year mark was supposed to change that. I'd cleared my schedule, reserved a private chef for the penthouse, that screaming eagle chilling in the wine fridge, candles her favorite playlist, a ring in my desk drawer, not an ask, just a promise. But 6 o'clock came, and her text. Emergency meeting with Liam. The pieces clicked. Not a red flag anymore. A full alarm. I didn't rage, didn't call her out. Instead, I poured a scotch, sat by the window, watched the sun dip behind the hills. Austin's lights flickering on like distant stars. In chess, you don't flip the board when your opponent's queen advances. You anticipate. You position your knights. Chloe thought she was playing me, but I'd been studying the board for months. The delivery confirmation pinged on my phone. Bottle en route. AirTag embedded in the cork, disguised as a flaw in the glass. I'd added it weeks ago, just in case. Paranoia, preparation. Now it tracked toward his penthouse, the rival's lair. I leaned back, glass in hand. Let the unease settle. This wasn't about heartbreak. It was about check. Chloe's stories went dark that night. No posts, no stories, just silence. I imagined her there in his world of glass walls and ego, toasting with my wine. By midnight, my phone lit up. Missed calls from her. A voicemail. Ethan, where are you? The meeting ran long. I tried to get away. Voice, shaky edges, frayed. I didn't listen twice. Deleted it. Poured another scotch. The city's hum below me felt steady, like a pulse. The red flags they'd been waving for months. Late nights excused as brainstorming. Her phone face down more often. That shark necklace glinting under the penthouse lights. One night, 3 weeks back, I'd woken to her whispering in the hall. Liam, not now. He's asleep. She hung up, slipped back into bed. Curled against me like nothing happened. I pretended to sleep. Filed it away. Patterns, remember. Liam wasn't just a rival in business. He'd been circling her, too. Subtle invites to consult on his portfolio. Chloe's got the eye for branding, he'd say at events. I'd smile, nod, plan. Apex had been lowballing my valuation. Whispers of internal issues at Nexus. Now it made sense. Inside info. From her. The AirTag blinked on my screen. Arrived. I zoomed in. Penthouse address confirmed. Heart rate steady. This was the opening move. Morning came slow. Coffee black, no sugar. Her key turned in the lock at 8:15. Heels clicking hesitant. Ethan. Her voice tentative. Perfume lingering his cologne mixed with hers. I was at the island scrolling emails. Looked up calm. Morning. Good meeting. She faltered, purse clutched tight. Yeah, intense. Sorry about last night. I nodded. No worries, grab a seat. We need to talk. Her eyes darted. The necklace peeked from her collar. Shark teeth sharp. That's when I knew. The fortress wasn't breached yet, but the gates were open. And I held the keys. She walked in like she owned the place, which technically she did half of. But not for long. I set my coffee down, gestured to the stool across from me. Sit. We have time. Chloe hesitated. That shark necklace caught the morning light dangling like a warning. She slid onto the seat, fingers twisting the strap of her bag. Ethan, last night. I swear it was just work. Liam's pushing this new deal, and I held up a hand. Not angry. Not yet. Just enough to pause her script. I get it. Deals wait for no one, especially not anniversaries. Her shoulders eased a fraction, relief flickering in her eyes. Mistake number 1. I leaned back casual, like we were discussing the weather. Tell me about the deal. What's so urgent it couldn't wait 12 hours? She blinked, reached for her phone, but I was faster. Slid mine across the island. Use this. Mine's got better signal. It didn't. But the tracker app was open, discreet. The AirTag signal pulsing steady from Liam's penthouse. Still there. Chloe laughed it off. nervous. It's fine. Just some branding sync-up. Apex wants my input on their portfolio visuals. Apex, his firm, of course. I nodded slow. Makes sense. You've got the eye. Always have. She brightened, sipped my coffee black no sugar like it was hers. Exactly. It's good for us too. Could open doors for Nexus. Us. Still saying us. I let it hang. Watched her scroll her feed. Heart rate monitor on my watch ticked even. 80 beats. Controlled. The pieces had been falling into place for weeks. Not jealousy, logic. Patterns don't lie. It started with the calls. I'd log them silently. Timestamps, durations. Liam popping up more than sponsors. Then the leaks. My pitch deck tweaks subtle, but mine echoing in Apex's memos. Whispers from investors. Heard Nexus is scaling back features. Lies. But timed perfectly after her late nights. I cross-referenced. Her calendar sync. Gaps filled with TBD. His public schedule overlaps. Every one. Then the finances. Our joint account. Small transfers to content props. 500 here, 2,000 there. Routed to untraceable vendors. But I traced them. Back to Apex's slush fund. Bribes dressed as gifts. That necklace engraved inside to the future L. Not a fan. A claim. I didn't confront then. Confrontations for amateurs. I documented. Built the file. Encrypted. Time-stamped. Ironclad. Last night sealed it. Her text at 6. Location ping his building. Not a meeting room. The penthouse floor. So I sat there, in the dim light of our kitchen, screen glowing, app open, and thought it through, step by step. First confirm. AirTag in the cork implanted during that Napa trip. I told her it was a vintage flaw. She bought it. Cost me $50 for the mod. Worth every penny. Second message. Not rage, precision. Words that stick. That echo. Third delivery, express. No trace back except the note. Paid with a burner card. Clean. Fourth watch. And wait. She was still talking. Something about metrics. I tuned in just enough. Sounds solid. But Chloe, her head snapped up. Hope, dread, yeah. Why the shark pendant new collab. She touched it. Instinct. Oh, this, yeah. Gift from a shoot. Edgy, right? I smiled. Thin. Edgy. Fits. The app chimed soft. Update bottle scanned at lobby. En route to floor 42. Her phone buzzed. She glanced. Ignored. Anyway, what about tonight? Make up for yesterday. I stood. Poured her a fresh cup. Rain check. Got a board call. Lie. But smooth. She deflated. Just a touch. Okay. Love you. I love you too. Truth once. Now leverage. Door clicked shut behind her. Heels fading down the hall. I exhaled. First phase complete. Back to the desk. Laptop open. Find my app maximized. The dot crawled up the digital map. Elevator shaft visualized. Ping. Floor 35, 38, 42. I leaned in. Tracked the seconds. Heart steady at 75 now. This wasn't impulse. It was calculus. The twist I'd added more than the tag. A micro recorder in the box lining. Voice activated. 50 hours. Waterproof. Synced to my cloud. If they talked, every word captured. Why proof? Not just for me. For the board. For the SEC if it escalated. Corporate espionage isn't petty. It's federal. Chloe thought she was upgrading. From startup grind to VC glamour. Liam's world yachts, private jets, power plays. But sharks eat their own. I remembered his toast at SXSW. Teeth to survive. Yeah, but mine were sharper. Ping. Arrived. Dot steady at the penthouse. I minimized the app. Poured a second scotch. Dawn light creeping in. The board call, real. But first a quick email to my engineer. Run sim on Chimera leak. Priority 1. Project Chimera, my crown jewel. AI for threat prediction. If Apex had it, her stories lit up from his balcony, sunset filter. Caption, unexpected meetings, endless horizons. Grateful. Power moves. No tag, no me. Subtle dig. I liked it. Publicly. Heart emoji. Let her stew. Night fell slow. City buzzing below. I worked. Code flowing. Algorithms sharpening. The dot hadn't moved. Good. Let it marinate. Midnight voicemail again. Her voice edged. Ethan, pickup. This is weird. Call me. Deleted. Second one harsher. What the hell? The delivery guy just dropped this insane bottle at Liam's with a note. From you, are you spying on me? Bingo, I texted back. Simple. Enjoy the vintage. It's for better pairs. No reply. Dot flickered. Movement. Hallway bedroom. The recorder synced. Audio fragment laughter. Hers. His low rumble. Ethan, he's clueless. But this wine... Thoughtful. Clueless. Right. I saved the clip. Timestamped. Filed under Exhibit A. Sleep came easy. Dreams of chessboards. Queens toppling. Morning brought the flood. Texts. 23. We need to talk. Now. This is crazy. Liam's pissed. Pissed. Good. I replied to one. Talk tonight. Penthouse. 7. Her, our place. Mine, no, his. Bring the bottle. Silence. Then, I set the phone down. App open. Dot racing back. Downtown to our building. Fast. She was coming home. Rattled. Perfect. The plan unfolded like code compiling. No errors, just execution. By noon, the board sim ran clean. No breach yet. But I knew. Chimera's shadow loomed. I stood at the window. Austin sprawling. Heat haze rising. This city ate the weak. Spat out bones. Chloe, she'd learn. Liam, too. The AirTag blinked. Back in our elevator. Ping. Floor 28. Home. I cracked my knuckles. Desk drawer. The ring box. Untouched. Time to rewrite the future. My way. Her key rattled in the lock like a warning shot. But I didn't flinch. Just closed the laptop. Stood by the window. City haze lifting, sun cutting sharp. She burst in. Door slamming back. Eyes wild, phone clutched like a grenade. Ethan, what the actual hell? I turned slow. Hands in pockets. Voice even. Chloe. You're back early. Early you sent a $5,000 bottle of our wine to Liam's penthouse. With that note, enjoy the spill of secrets. Are you insane? Her words tumbled out. High-pitch cracking. She paced the island heels, stabbing the floor. Shark necklace swinging like a noose. I nodded. Calm. It seemed fitting. Anniversary gift. For better matches. She stopped. Stared. This isn't funny. Liam's furious. He thinks you're threatening him. Corporate sabotage or something. Sabotage. I echoed it. Soft. Let it hang. Interesting word. My phone had lit up like a war zone since dawn. Notifications stacking. First her texts at 2 a.m. WTF Ethan. Then calls, 5 missed. Voicemails stacking too. I played one now. On speaker. Her voice slurred with whine and panic. Pick up. This is messed up. The bottle just showed up. Liam opened it, saw the note. He's laughing, but I know he's not. Call me back. Liam laughing. Sure. I pictured it. His penthouse bar, crystal glasses clinking. Her perched on the edge of his couch. Toasting betrayal. Another ping. Live now. His number. Unknown to her, but I'd flagged it months back. Apex Ventures line. I let it ring. Vibrate against the marble. Chloe snatched it up. No answer. See, he's calling you. Fix this. I took the phone. Silenced it. Set it down, deliberate. Why, what's to fix? She exploded, arms flailing. You're spying on me. The delivery, the timing, you knew where I was. How? Patterns. I said it simple. Pulled up the app. AirTag dot pulsing. Back here now. In her bag, probably. She'd brought the bottle home. Rookie move. Her face drained. White as the marble. You tracked me. That's illegal. Creepy as hell. Illegal enough. I scrolled. Showed her the logs, timestamps, paths from his building to ours. Last night. Crystal clear. AirTag in the cork, $50. Apple warranty intact. She grabbed the counter, leaned heavy. Ethan, please. It wasn't... the meeting ran late. We had drinks. That's all. Drinks. Plural. I let the silence stretch. Her breathing ragged. Mine steady. The phone buzzed again. Her this time. Incoming from a contact, shark fin. Cute. I answered. On speaker. Ethan, Liam's voice. Smooth as oil, but edged. Heard you sent a gift. Classy. Though the note bit dramatic, I smiled. Into the void. Just tying up loose ends, Liam. Vintage pears. He chuckled. Low. Forced. Loose ends. Right. Look whatever games this call it. Chloe's with me now. We can talk business. Chloe's eyes widened. Pleading. I ignored her. Business. Like Project Chimera. Pause. Air thick. His end went dead quiet. Then, what did you say? Chimera, I repeated. Slow. My threat prediction AI. The one your firm's been whispering about. Valuation dips after her consults. Engineers poached. Leaks in memos that match my decks exactly. Chloe froze. Mouth open, no sound. Liam recovered. Voice tighter. You're reaching haze. Paranoia doesn't suit you. You Exhibit A, I said. Pulled the audio file. Hit play. Recorder from the box. Her laugh first, then his. Ethan's clueless. But this whine, thoughtful. Click. Silence again. Her gasp, sharp. Liam's end, static breath. You bugged it. Prepped, I corrected. Voice activated, synced live. Waterproof too. Good for spills. You son of a... He cut the line. Abrupt. Chloe sank onto the stool. Hands shaking. Ethan. I didn't. I swear. It was just talks. Networking. Networking, I echoed. Pulled the financials. Shared screen on the island tablet. Transfers. 500 to 2,000. Content props. Routed clean to Apex accounts. She scanned. Eyes darting. That's... gifts. For endorsements. Endorsements. I nodded. Like the necklace engraved to the future L. She touched it, yanked it off, clattered to the floor. He gave it to me, as a friend. I was going to tell you. When after the board meeting or post-funding kill, her tears came now. Hot. Real, maybe, but late. Please, I love you. This was stupid. We can fix it. I stepped closer, not touching. Voice low, steady. Love. Past tense now. The phone erupted. Texts flying. From her circle. Girl, you okay? Saw your story. WTF. Screenshots. His balcony. Her pose. Caption scrubbed clean. She grabbed her phone. Scrolled frantic. They're blowing up. My followers. Ethan, if this gets out... It won't, I said. From me. But the SEC, that's on you. Her head snapped up. SEC, what? It's in corporate espionage. I laid it out. Flat. Insider trading flags. Your transfer's bait. His poach's theft. Chimera's code if it's in Apex hands, federal. She crumpled. Sobs now. Ugly. I didn't steal anything. He asked questions. I answered. It was harmless. Harmless. I let it echo. Pulled the final log. Call records. Hers to his. 52 in 3 months. Overlaps with my meetings. Tell that to the judge. The music in my head, if this were a film, would swell here. Dissonant strings, her world cracking. Mine solid. She reached for me, hand trembling. Ethan, don't. We built this. Us. I stepped back. Clean break. You built an exit. I built proof. Door buzzer. Delivery confirmation. The bottle. Back from his lair. Courier at the desk. She'd carried it up herself. I signed for it. Unwrapped. Cork intact. Wine untouched. Tag blinking farewell. Chloe watched. Defeated. What now? And now. I set it down. Between us. Barrier. You pack. I'll change the locks. Her sob broke full. Ethan! I turned away. To the window. Austin sprawling. Unmoved. One question, Chloe. Before you go. She waited. Wrecked. Just your project Chimera. I said it again. Quiet. Lethal. How long have you been feeding him the specs? The room went still. Her silence answer enough. Music cuts. Dead air. Just the city hum. And her world tumbling down. The door to my office flew open without a knock. Wood splintered against the frame. Liam Carter stormed in like a hurricane in a suit. Red-faced, tie-askew eyes locked on me like lasers. Ethan Hayes. His voice boomed off the glass walls. You think you can play games that bugged bottle the threats I'll bury you? I didn't stand. Just leaned back in my chair. Fingers steepled. Heart steady at 72 beats. Liam, to what do I owe the pleasure? He slammed a fist on my desk. Papers scattered. My monitor flickered. Don't. The recorder. Your little spy toy. You caught nothing. But crossing me, Apex owns this town. Your funding gone. Chimera hours by morning. Chloe had called him. Rattled him. Good. I let his words hang. Watched sweat bead on his forehead. The handheld camera, if this were rolling, would shake just enough to match his rage. Sit. I said it flat. Gestured to the chair opposite. Or don't. But yelling won't change the logs. He paced instead. A caged shark. Logs, you got nothing? Chloe's mine, always was, and your precious AI leaked weeks ago. Thanks to her. Still clinging to that. I nodded slow. Chloe, right, the consultant. Funny how her transfers match your slush fund. 500 for props, 2,000 for endorsements. His laugh barked, forced. Prove it. You can't. I slid the tablet across. Audio cued. Hit play. His voice from last night. Ethan's clueless. Then hers, giggling, the cork pop. Silence after. He froze, color drained. How? Preparation? I paused it. AirTag was the appetizer. Recorder main course. Synced live. Cloud-backed. Waterproof for spills. Liam lunged. Grabbed the desk edge. Leaned in close. Breath hot. You wiretapped me. Illegal. I'll sue. Ruin you. I'd try. I met his eyes, unblinking. But Chimera's code time-stamped. Yours matches my commits. Get history doesn't lie. SEC loves that. He straightened, adjusted his cufflinks, composure cracking. This ends now. Stay out of my business, or the door creaked again. Soft, not his style. A woman stepped in, mid-30s, sharp suit, sharper eyes, dark hair pulled tight. Sophia Rossi, his fiancée, the corporate lawyer who'd shredded deals for Apex. Liam, her voice cut clean, no warmth. Enough. He whirled, surprise flickered, then annoyance. Sophia. What are you? This is private. She ignored him, locked on me. Mr. Hayes. A word, Liam sputtered. He's the enemy. Spying on us. Us. She arched a brow, cool. Or you. The room shifted, tension thick as fog. I stood now. Slow. Extended a hand. Ethan. Please. She shook it. Firm. No games. Sophia Rossi, we need to talk. Alone. Liam blocked her path. Arm out. Absolutely not. He's poison. Her eyes narrowed. Ice. Move. Or I walk. For good. He hesitated. Jaw tight. Then stepped aside. Muttered under his breath. Handle it. But don't trust him. Door clicked shut behind him. Echoed. The air lightened. Music, if scoring this, would drop the thunder. Shift to something sly. Strings humming low. Sophia sat, crossed her legs, pulled a folder from her briefcase. Slim. Black. Coffee. I poured 2. Black. Handed hers. Straight. Always. She sipped, eyed me over the rim. Heard the audio from a mutual contact? Impressive work? Mutual. I sat. Waited. Let her lead. She opened the folder. Pages crisp. Exhibit 1. Tapped a printout. Bank wires. Apex to Shell accounts. Matching Chloe's transfers. I've been tracking him. Months. Suspected leaks. But this ties it together. I scanned. Timestamps aligned. Perfect. Why tell me? Because you're clean. She leaned in, voice low, professional. Nexus runs ethical, no red flags. Unlike Apex, Liam's been siphoning, using influencers as cutouts. Chloe's not the first. Not the first. Sting hit. But logic overrode. And you, his fiancé. It was, she corrected, flat. Engaged for optics. Power couple branding. But I draw lines. Espionage crosses mine. The camera angle steady now, symmetrical. Us equals across the desk. Power balanced. I nodded. Processed. Chimera's the target. Threat prediction. If Apex has it, they don't. She slid another page. Email chain. His to a hacker. Bounced. I intercepted, but he's desperate. Your funding round, he's tanking it. Whispers to VCs. Nexus unstable. I exhaled. First crack in my calm, but brief. Proof. So here. Folder thickened. Screenshots. Voicemails transcribed. His voice. Kill Hayes's deal. Whatever it takes. We sat. Silent. Coffee cooling. Pieces slotting. You're building something real. She said it quiet. Respect edged. I protect assets like that. Legally. And him? I jerked my head to the door. Collateral. Her smile ghosted. Sharp. Karma's a clause. Hope flickered. Not blind. Strategic. An ally. Unlikely. But solid. I extended my hand again. This time, partnership. Terms. She shook. Grip iron. Full disclosure. I draft the cease and desist. You provide the tech audit. We bury him. Quiet. Clean. Quiet, I echoed. Stood. I like quiet. Door opened. Liam waited outside, pacing the hall. His eyes darted. Us emerging. United. What? He demanded, voice pitching up. Sophia brushed past, cool as frost. We're done, Liam. Papers incoming. His face crumpled, rage to shock. Sophia. She didn't turn, just walked, heels clicking final. I paused at the threshold, met his stare. Checkmate. Door shut. Click. Echoed louder. Back inside. I sank into my chair. Folder open, plans forming, Nexus safe. Not just survived, thriving. The city outside buzzed, unaware, but me clearer than ever. Sophia texted. 5 minutes later. Audit tomorrow, 9 a.m. Bring coffee, I replied. Black, no sugar. Alliance sealed, in ink and intent. Liam's calls started then. Blocked, voicemails piling, desperate. Ethan, we can talk. Fix this. Deleted, one by one. Chloe too, texts pleading. He lied to me. Help. Ignored. Patterns don't plead. The board meeting loomed, but now armed. Folder my shield. Sophia, my sword. High tide, but I swam deeper. Morning came crisp. Austin waking. I arrived early. Coffee in hand. Black. Her favorite. She took it. Nodded. Ready? Always. We dove in. Code reviewed. Wires traced. Case built. By noon, the letter drafted. Cease and desist. Ironclad. Exhibits A through Z. Send, she asked. Cursor hovering. I nodded. Now. Click. Gone. The fallout brewing. But us steady. In the quiet after. She looked up. Why trust me? I shrugged. Light. Patterns. Yours don't lie. Her laugh. Rare. Real. Touché. Partnership born. Not from fire. From ash. Liam's empire cracking. Ours rising. The game board flipped. My move. The cease and desist hit like a precision strike. By morning, Liam's suspension was official. Apex's board leaked it quietly, no press release, just whispers in the VC group chats. Indefinite leave pending investigation. His empire cracked at the foundation. Chloe vanished. No texts, no stories. Her profile went private overnight. Followers dipped by 10,000 in hours. Brand deals canceled. The shark necklace probably pawned. Poetic, really. She'd chased glamour, now it chewed her up. Me, I felt the aftershocks. Nexus's funding round teetered. VCs pulled back, spooked by the scandal. Too much noise, Ethan. Clean it up. Emails piled. Projections tanked. Chimera's beta launch delayed. Cash burn hit critical. For the first time in years, the fortress felt fragile. I didn't panic. Panic's for players without a plan. Instead, I audited. Full scrub code bases, locked down engineers on overtime. Sophia handled the legal firewall motions, filed injunctions, prepped. We're bulletproof, she said over coffee. Black, no sugar. But the money, that's your board. My board. Right. Emergency call at noon. Faces grim on the screen. Ethan, this Apex mess, it's bleeding us. Valuations down 15%. We need a lifeline. I nodded. Steady. Working it, full brief by end of day. Truth was, options narrowed. Bootstrap possible but slow. Pivot risky. Then the twist hit. Not from desperation. From patterns I'd logged months back. Quiet leads untraced. Marcus Sterling, CEO of Sterling Capital. Old school VC, the kind who bet on founders, not fads. I'd crossed his radar at a low-key Austin mixer last fall. Exchanged cards, no pitch. Just talk whiskey neat stories of 90s .com busts. Survive the winter, kid, he'd said. Spring's where you bloom. I hadn't followed up. Too busy building. But his fund. They'd ghosted my initial outreach. Now time to thaw. Email sent. Simple. Marcus scandals noise, not signal. Chimera's intact. Coffee tomorrow. Reply in minutes. 11 a.m. My office. Bring the deck. Sophia's take. Bold. He's a shark too. But the right kind. I prepped light. No fluff. Deck trimmed to 10 slides, problem solution traction. Exhibits appended the cleaned logs, Apex's folly redacted. Proof we fought clean. His office screamed power. Top floor Congress Avenue views. Mahogany desk walls lined with first edition tech tomes. Marcus, 62, silver hair eyes like a ledger. Handshake firm. Ethan. Heard the buzz. Sit. Coffee poured. Black. His too. Talk me through it. I did. No drama. Facts first. Chloe's betrayal. Liam's sabotage. The bottle as opener. Our counterstrike. It cost us momentum. But Chimera sharper now. Beta in 2 weeks. Predicts threats like this before they land. He leaned back. Steepled fingers. Scanned the deck. Silence stretched. Good silence. The kind where gears turn. The risky play, that wine stunt. His voice gravel, amused. But smart. Poetic justice. Reminds me of 98 competitor tried the same on me. I mirrored their servers. Fed them ghosts. They imploded. I nodded. No surprise. Legends don't rise on luck. He tapped a slide. Traction metrics. Numbers hold, but the hit funding gap's what 8 million, 10 worst case. Honest. Bridge loan buys time. But I want partners, not pit stops. Marcus closed the deck. Eyed me long. Partners. Right. Sterling's in deep on AI ethics. Your model's clean, quantum secure, no backdoors. We like that. Hope flickered. Not blind. Calculated. But. He paused. Stood. Walked to the window. Austin sprawled below traffic like code streams. Apex was our portfolio, darling. Liam's mess taints it. We're pulling 5 million from them, reallocating. My pulse ticked up. 78. Steady. He turned. Smile faint. Double down on you. 20 million term sheet by Friday. Valuation at 75. And a board seat for me. The room tilted. Not spun. Solidified. 20. Double the ask. From the brink to breakthrough. You say that again. Voice even. Confirm. 20. Clean terms. We handle the PR spin. Nexus weathers storm, emerges stronger. Your story sells. I stood, extended my hand. Deal! His grip crushed. Old school strong. Welcome to the fold. Now about that module, wait, no. The real twist. He laughed, pulled a bottle from his credenza. Glenfiddich 21 year. To unexpected allies, and to never uncorking revenge without a plan. We poured, neat, clinked. The burn warmed, future forward. Back at Nexus, the news dropped like rain on drought. Board call, jubilant. 20 sterling, that's a coup. Engineers high-fived over Slack. Chimera lives, beta sprints kicked off. Code flew. Sophia texted, heard. Drinks. Black coffee first. Reply sent. Then whiskey. Chloe's ghost lingered. One last ping from a burner. Congrats, you won. Blocked. Final. Liam suspended, turned, resigned. Whispers of SEC probes. Apex restructured. Sharks swim alone now. Me penthouse felt bigger. Views sharper. I uncorked the Eagle Solo. One sip, vintage deep, to loose ends tied. 6 weeks later, the launch party hummed. Rooftop Ladybird Lake glittering. Team in suits, VCs mingling. Marcus cornered me by the bar. Told you, spring blooms. I clinked his glass. Patterns don't lie. Sophia arrived late. Dress sharp, smile sharper. Partner. Fist bump. Solid. We talked shop. Her on injunction wins. Me on Chimera's first client, Sterling's pick. Ethics audit passed. Flawless. The city pulsed below. Lights like nodes in a net. My net now. Wider, stronger. A quiet beat. Her voice low. The betrayal, did it break you? I sipped. Scotch this time. Nah, refined me. Taught the board trust actions, not words. And always embed the tag. She laughed. Real. Strategist's creed. Night deepened. Stars pricked the sky. Chloe faded echo. Liam footnote. Nexus thriving. 20 million fueled the fire. Chimera watched horizons. Predicted storms. The module clicked then. That unexpected investor twist. It's the universe's reminder. Betrayal carves space, but vision fills it. When doors slam, windows crack wide enough for lifelines you never saw coming. Marcus wasn't luck. He was the pattern I built toward. Quiet moves compound. One day, empires shift. Yours upward. I raised my glass to the dark. To the quiet ones. We don't roar. We reposition. And win. The party's hum faded as I stepped to the edge. Wind cool. Austin breathed. Alive. Sophia joined. Silent companion. Next move? Scale. Simple. Global beta. Ethics first. She nodded. With you, count me in. Alliance deepened. Not romance. Partnership. The best kind. Morning came clear. Desk cleared. Code open. Chimera hummed. Threats flagged. None mine. Funding wired. 20 clean. Valuations soared. The bottle empty now. Shell on the shelf. Trophy shelved. Life post checkmate lighter, sharper, mine. Patterns rewarded, always. And in the quiet satisfaction. Deep, earned. To the strategists out there, keep logging. Keep prepping. Your spring's coming. Uncork it wise. 6 months later, the rooftop hummed soft. Ladybird Lake shimmered below Austin's skyline etched in gold as the sun dipped low. Nexus's launch party. Not the blowout kind. Quiet wins. Team scattered in clusters, laughter low glasses clinking like punctuation on a closed chapter. I stood at the edge. Wind tugged my tie. Scotch in hand, single malt neat. No cork tonight. No vintage ghosts. The eagle stayed shelved. This was growth. Plain. Potent. Sophia found me there, heels soft on the deck, dress simple black, power understated. Ethan, you clean up nice. I turned, smile easy. Black coffee first, then this. Clinked her glass. Hers was the same. To injunctions one, she leaned on the rail, eyes on the horizon. An empire saved. Chimera's global now. First ethics cert in the books. Your call, ours. But I nodded. Let it settle. The air cooled. City lights winked on one by one, like code awakening. You ever think back? Her voice quiet, not probing, sharing. That night, the bottle, the note. Every day, but not like scars. Lessons. Patterns. I sipped. Burn steady. Chloe chased the flash. Liam built on sand. Us, we logged the quiet moves. She nodded slow. Traced the rim of her glass. Integrity's the real vintage. Doesn't age. Doesn't spill. Pause. Her eyes met mine. Clear. You taught me that. In the fallout. Liam's resignation hit headlines. Apex Turmoil CEO ousted in IP scandal. SEC filings piled. Chloe rebranded. Wellness retreats in Bali. Stories scrubbed clean. No tags, no sharks. Nexus 20 million fueled the fire. Beta clients tripled. Marcus on the board, gruff mentor, sharp eye. Told you, kid. Spring blooms late but fierce. I exhaled, air crisp. It wasn't revenge. It was reset. Sophia tilted her head, smile faint. Poetic, but true. Betrayal carves the board. You don't flip it. You reposition. And the universe, it funds the checkmate. The module echoed then. That quiet truth. When trust fractures, don't mend the crack. Build around it. Stronger lines, deeper roots. Chloe's exit space for allies like her. Liam's fall room for ethics that stick. Life's not zero-sum. It's strategic yield turn loss to leverage one calculated step at a time. We stood there, silence comfortable. Piano notes drifted faint from the speakers. Soft, swaying. No rush. The team called us over. Toasts raised. To Nexus, to threats predicted, I raised mine. To the quiet ones, laughter rippled, glasses met. Light fractured in the amber. Sophia lingered after, shoulder to shoulder. Horizon swallowed the sun. Next chapter. Scale, simple. With partners who log the patterns, she bumped my arm, light. Count me in. The wide shot pulled back in my mind. Us against the dusk. City vast. Unfazed. Not conquerors. Stewards. I drained the scotch. Glass empty. Future full. In the end, it's not the queens you topple. It's the board you claim. Steady. Yours. Peace settled. Deep. Final. The wind carried it away. Lights bloomed full. Austin alive. And me clear. Unburdened. Ready.